All right, warm welcome to the series of transmission. So this is Srijit Unikrishnan here, guys. So today we're going to be talking about his transmission, his journey, and I think he has lost some really good amount of weight. We're going to bring it for you guys that you can get yourself motivated and take a step towards fitness. So Srijit, warm welcome. Let's get this rolling. Srijit, brief us about yourself.
So my name is Srijit Unikrishnan. I'm 31, working with a bank for around 13 years now, and with Body Pro Coach, I've completed a year just now.
All right, interesting. And I'm sure that, as you know, you mentioned 31 years. You must have tried a lot of gymming and other things. What are the programs that you do? Like, we offer a lot of other programs, so gymnastics, yoga, TRX. So I've seen you doing a lot of CrossFit movements and by yourself also not being in the class. So what exactly are the programs that you do along with CrossFit?
So that's what I want to call it for the viewers here, because as you correctly mentioned, all of my a young age, I have been to a lot of gyms, but that was all of a routine gym, where you go and put up and work out on a lot of weights. But that's what I want to call out for the viewers. Body Pro Coach is a platform which gives you a lot of multiple classes. So I enjoy doing CrossFit, as you said. I enjoy doing martial arts,
Correct.
TRX, yoga at times to relax myself.
Yeah.
So that's a complete package.
That comes in.
And when I started, I was 102 kgs a year back. And with all these things coming into picture, I have lost around 22 kgs weight in a year's time. And the second reason for it is the kind of energy which is built up on over here. So along with you, I see the entire team members gearing up people. So we have batches where at least 10 to 12 people are doing the same form, where people motivate each other.
I think that's the coolest thing about these kind of programs. It gets you that atmosphere to work more harder. What I get to see most of the time is that people push us, the other person, let's do like a bit more. You got to go 2 more reps, let's push that. But in the gym scenario, you were like very isolated. You just do your stuff, you do sometimes biceps or chest, and you just leave from there. So I think that atmosphere gives you that little kind of kick to do more kind of stuffs.
Completely. And that's what, so I've always seen my friends, pushing themselves to go to a gym every day. And with this kind of energy and the kind of team which we get, it's really, I really feel happy to be, a part of gym even after a stressful day. So at times I come at night at 9:30, 10 o'clock just to spend 45 minutes of, cardio. And that's the kind of push I get from Body Pro Coach. Yeah.
How have you done your transformation? Like you mentioned about you lost about 20 kg. What are the few key points in that? How did you gain weight first in the question? Secondly, how did you lose the weight?
So it was clearly because of my eating habits.
So what did you eat to gain weight?
So a lot of things. So I'm a sweet lover. I used to have a lot of sweets. Not disciplined. I think primarily I gained a lot of weight is because of the routine of my eating habits. There was no specific times. I used to munch a lot of food at nights. So when I came here, definitely I was disappointed with myself. Being at 103 kgs at 30 age, it was no good. So I used to feel a lot of anxiety. I used to be disappointed by myself, not able to walk, not able to run. That's how I started my transformation journey. I wanted to take step by step. And I really believe that, it's very important to believe in the process, because you're going to change yourself. Transforming body is not an easy
thing. It's not at all an easy thing. And I do have a lot of respect because, been in the industry for more than about 15 years, and I've seen a lot of people coming and going, working out for a few months, and probably there are some people who has done it over the years, but they don't transform. But when it comes to transformation, which means that person has put in that, understanding of diet, workout, and approaching that lifestyle in the correct manner, which brings a lot of respect for.
Correct. So for people like me, the coaches over here have really helped me. They used to check my diet book every day, and in case if I do not follow diet for a particular day, I used to get a lot of punishments and things like that.
I think the burpees.
Yeah, that's the fun part. That helps.
I think that's the way we engage with people, because that exactly that extra notch that we give to people. Otherwise, people come and go to the gym, but the time that he's talking to people, that coaches start talking to the clients, that time they get engaged. They feel like somebody's taking it, somebody's looking after me.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. So there's someone who's really monitoring you daily. The coaches share a personal relationship with you. They are always there. If you do not come to gym for 2 days, they always question you, why did you come? It's just about half an hour. You should come and do cardio and go back.
That's serious.
That really pushes for people like me. And then there's a discipline which comes into picture. So when I started my journey, definitely I knew what kind of food to be munched. I just told myself that I need to now eat healthy stuff. That really helped me for the first 3 months to be strict on myself. And once I saw transformation in myself, that was a big motivation.
Exactly. That itself becomes a motivation.
Then there was no looking back. I just thought that I should now take myself a step further.
So amazing. So So you must have gained weight because of, you must have eaten a lot of things wrong, which you mentioned again. So to get into that good shape or losing weight, so what kind of diet program, routine of exercise, I would say, like you must have done classes, and I've seen you do a lot of cardio also. But to know about what kind of principles that you used over there, like sometimes people use. So I do a lot of online training. So we use a lot of principles of intermittent fasting or keto. In your case, what program did you exactly use to lose about 20 kg? Is not a joke. It's a serious stuff. So how did you do that?
So it's about I definitely had a coaching session with all the members over here. I used to ask them that how to shape up on my diet. So I got a lot of advice saying that intake a lot of proteins in your daily diet, and more importantly consume a lot of water so that it subsides your hunger, so you do not feel hungry much often. And intake of protein shakes also really helped me, so that subsides my hunger. And for at least 2 hours 3 hours window, I do not used to feel hungry when I used to take a lot of protein. So for first 3 months, to be very honest, I was very strict to myself. I have given away sweets, I have given away rice, and all oily stuff which I used to.
And I know that you're Malayali and Keralite, so we end up eating a lot, because I'm also one. Because we end up eating a lot of rice and based on like rice-based food rather.
Correct.
Like those.
But I truly understand, that we are humans. At times we definitely crave for certain type of foods. But what I used to speak to myself, that in case if I'm craving to have something, I used to have, but on a very little quantity, just to satisfy my craving.
Exactly. And I think that's correct. You should do it once in a while. I would rather say like you should have a pre-planned cheat meal. So I pre-plan my cheat meal in such a way that I go back to my parents, and if in those avial and all this kind of South Indian based food.
Correct.
That exactly because I've grown up eating all those kind of food. So that brings me that satisfactory point.
That's something also which I learned here, from you, from Mike Ma'am's video, and from a lot of coaches over here, is that it's important to have that cheat meal.
Yeah, exactly. I believe that very strongly.
Your body becomes so routine about taking oats, taking proteins, and diet food. At times you need to cheat yourself so that your body gets a little
time to relax. I think it's a way of relaxing rather. Any few tips for the viewers, because we make these kind of videos is to motivate them. So we have a playlist and we have this transmission section, like the way we have the information TTLG, the Train to Look Good program. Similar manner, we have these transmission videos. So someone goes to that particular section of the playlist, they will get to see a lot of transmission, they get motivated. I'm sure that you must have seen it.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of videos from you, Praveen sir, and with Mahek Nair. That really pushed me. A lot of my friends and family now comes to me and asks that how did you do this? How did you manage to pull 20 kgs out of you?
And I think you've been maintaining it. I remember that like you've done that weight loss, but now you've been looking in a certain way. I think what are the fitness goals that you have for the coming days?
Now, since I'm a little flexible and a little fitter than what I was, definitely, the aim is to get an abs like you. So that's the second level of, goal which I have set for myself. Really looking forward for that. So as I was saying, Praveen, there's a lot of friends and family who comes to me and say that how did you manage to pull this? I definitely tell them that consistency is the key. When you start your transformation journey, it's no easy. You go through a lot of pain. There's a lot of disappointment. It feels like giving up. But as our slogan says that always remember why did you start.
Oh yeah, remember why did you start it.
So that's something which I've kept
That's
with
amazing.
myself.
I mean, I've heard this a lot of people telling me about this one. I used to have that earlier T-shirt which mentioned that. I think that's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have it back
I
again.
used to see behind our coaches
Yeah.
that always remember why did you start. I keep on saying that to myself.
That's so sweet. That's so amazing. Any fitness tips to the viewers?
Nothing, guys. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in that process that you can transform. Because if a person like me who works for 12 hours in a day, if I can pull out 20 kgs out of myself, I'm sure all of you out there can do it. Just speak to yourself. Be consistent. Stick to certain basics for at least 3-4 months initially when you're starting the transformation journey, and then it's all about getting motivated. That's all.
Adding up on that one, he mentioned 12 hours he works. Then I think nothing less than about almost 2 hours you must be spending on traveling.
2.5.
Still you make it to the gym every single. I get to see you about 9:30 in that kind of a gap, right? That's what you're coming, right? Man, a lot of respect for you, what you guys are doing. I mean, it's so glad and so happy to see such kind of transformation coming up, and putting in that work after having such a long day. Because a lot of respect, man. Keep it up.
But last and not the least, thank you, Praveen, and
thank you so much.
to my ex ma'am also. You guys are inspiring a lot of people, because I know that the kind of disappointment which people have when they come to your gym, and when they see themselves transforming, that's an lifesaver.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So, have you seen? We have a hashtag called as Lift Each Other Up. Okay, so which means that I put up a lot of content, or like we make a lot of YouTube videos. We don't really make money out of it, but is to help someone that they take a step towards fitness and become fit. And exactly, we just want to probably get to hear from them that your information or probably the content that you've given has given some motivation and has given the results. So I was taking another interview yesterday with Devang. You must be knowing Devang. So wherein he was mentioning that he has made in fact a group of people in his office, when he gives them the program of workout, probably like the workout routine that we have, and now they started doing, and there's a bunch of people wherein he informs them about what has to be eaten in order to be in a great shape or to become fit. So are you having any kind of a group of people or something you're motivating right now?
So as I told you, Praveen, a lot of
Family and friends you mentioned already.
Yes, so in my office also, so my ex-colleagues, they always come back to me and say that how did you do that? So we have this YouTube channel of yours where you coach people on the high intensity workout. So I always ask people to subscribe the channel, and if not possible to go out on a gym, just play it on your TV and do that
Just
workout
do it.
at home.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's how I try to tell my people that what am I doing, and that's the basic.
I think that's the biggest achievement when someone does something or something like you have achieved a weight loss. I'm really happy to be a coach and I'm able to help a lot of people. And my goal would be that I reach out to more people, and my hashtag which says lift each other up. So let's do that more often with a lot of people and keep our people around more happy.
Surely.
Cheers, thank you so much for being here. It was a great pleasure talking to you and knowing about the integral part of your journey. And I'm sure that it's going to help a lot of people around.
Surely, it will. All
Thank
the
you,
best, guys. Do well.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Sridhar. Means a lot, man. Means a lot.